Today, I'm going to be making banana pudding brownies. And I'm going to just tell you, we're going to wing our way through this one and cross our fingers that that these come out right. Banana pudding brownies. I saw a picture and a recipe on Facebook, and there was no author or anything like that. And the picture's what sold me, and I love banana pudding. Kevin loves banana pudding, so I thought we're going to go for this. Well, I printed out the recipe, and of course I didn't read the directions until I got to buying the stuff and all that. So there's no author or anything like that, but the directions aren't really clear either. So that's what I mean. We're going to wing this, and I'll tell you what I mean when we get to certain points. You need 24, you have ingredients for the filling and then ingredients for the brownies. So for the filling, you need 8 ounces of cream, you need 24 vanilla wafers. And then you need 8 ounces of cream cheese. You need 1 box of vanilla pudding. Well, guess what? It does not tell you what size box. This box is 5.1 ounces. There's a smaller box. I have no idea. Did they want the smaller box? Did they want this box? The cream cheese, do they want it softened? I'm assuming, so I softened it. But this is a 5.1 ounce, so that's what we're going to go with. And hopefully, like I said, cross our fingers it works. You need a 1/3 cup of milk. You need 2 tablespoons of banana extract. So there's no actual bananas in these banana pudding brownies. It's this extract, and I had never bought this before. It smells so good. I mean, I could like put it behind my ears and wear it as perfume. It smells that good. You need 2 eggs. And then for the brownie portion, you need 2 cups of brown sugar, a 1/3 cup of just regular white sugar. You need 2.5 cups of flour, 1 cup of melted butter, 2 whole eggs and 1 yolk, 1 teaspoon salt, 1 teaspoon baking powder, and 1 teaspoon vanilla extract. So in our mixer, we're going to mix the cream cheese and the vanilla pudding. And we're going to mix this until it's all well incorporated. So now we're going to mix in our milk, eggs, and banana extract. So now I'm going to take this and this mixture, and I'm going to set it to the side. And fortunately, I have another KitchenAid bowl. If you don't, then you're going to have to pour this out, put it in another bowl, and of course, you know, wash your paddle and all that. I happen to have another bowl and another paddle, so I can just set this to the side. Replace it with another bowl. And it's funny, if you've ever bought these from KitchenAid, a replacement, the regular bowl, I don't know if I'll be able to show you. The regular bowl has like a rubber seal on the bottom. You can see it, that gray seal on the bottom. The new bowl is just glass. It doesn't have any kind of, there's no kind of like a seal around the bottom of it. But so we thought that was interesting. So now you want to mix up your butter, both your sugars, and your vanilla. We want to put our eggs in there as well. Don't want to forget the eggs. Want to add our salt, our baking powder, and our flour. supposed to form a thick dough, which it did. And now you need to have a 9 by 13 inch baking pan, and you want to line it with parchment paper, and make sure the parchment paper hangs over the edge a little bit so that when these are finished baking, you'll have enough room to like pick it up out of the pan comfortably. You also want to preheat your oven to 350 degrees. So now I'm gonna move this bowl over, and we're going to put this mixture into the bottom of our baking pan. So now we want to pour our pudding mixture over top of the brownie mixture. And now it says to add your 24 cookies to the top. So I have not counted my cookies out. I'm just gonna get them out and we'll see how far they go. We'll see how many I use. So I did get the 24. I got the 24, exactly what they said I would get. So now we want to bake at 350 for 45 minutes or until the top is golden brown. Remove from oven and let cool completely before cutting into squares. So I know it says 45 minutes. I'm gonna set mine for 40 minutes just to check on it. That'll remind me to check on it. And then I'll probably end up going for the full 45 minutes, but I'll let you know when the time's up when we come back. So I checked it at 40 minutes and it needed a little bit longer, so I ended up taking it out at 43 minutes. So it smells really good. You can smell the banana all throughout the house. Makes you want to dig in right now, but you can't. You have to let it cool completely before cutting into squares. And since this is a glass pan, I think it's going to take a long time to cool. So probably at least an hour. So we will come back when it's completely cool. So this has been sitting for about 2 hours. I knew it would take a good hour for them to cool off, but it's actually 2 hours. So now I'm just gonna cut us one. These are supposed to be banana pudding brownies, so we should be able to pick them up with our hands. So
oh yeah, they're pretty firm.
Okay, here we go.
They're not like fall apart or anything.
Mmm. I wasn't expecting that cookie to be soft.
It's very almost gooey.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like you get an ooey gooey brownie. That's kind of what the texture's like. And it's chewy on the edge.
That's what I want to try too, is the edge.
Yeah, if you take a bite right there, it's kind of got a chewiness to it. It's really nice.
Yeah.
The texture of that almost reminds me of like a chess pie. Kind of reminds me of one of those. It's kind of gooey, sticky center.
I do think that it's delicious. And it does taste like banana.
Very buttery.
I actually normally really like the edge, and I still do like the edge, but I actually like the center more than the edge.
I like the edge. I like that chewy texture.
Yeah, because it is a little bit chewy. I don't mind it, but I just like the center more. It does amaze me that there are no fresh bananas in it, because it does taste like
You
banana.
would think so.
I think this is really nice.
It's good. I could see where if you added too much of that banana flavor, it would go wrong. Because I could see where that imitation banana flavor would go like sideways really quick if you put too much of it. So just be careful when you're measuring it out.
Yes, but it is.
But it does taste like bananas.
Yes, it tastes like bananas. It's a nice. There's a nice bake on the bottom. It's firm, and
It holds together really
you
well.
could get 24 pieces. Now you saw how I cut it because I wanted a bigger piece, and so I did. You could have though a slice with a Nilla wafer on each one.
I told her, I said, you cut that completely different than I would have. Because she cut through the cookie, and I said, you put your cookies in a perfect grid to cut them. And that's just how I would have done it. But yeah. But you can make them as big as you want to. Cut them the way you want to.
I never follow the rules.
No, that's just my mind. I see lines, that's where you cut them. You know.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, I think they're successful.
They're very good.
I was worried because it didn't say to soften the cream cheese, but I just assumed you would. So just know that was
Yeah, it doesn't mix very well if you leave it for really cold.
cold. So yeah, it was softened. And if you buy the Philadelphia brand, it tells you in the package to take it out of the wrapper, of course, but put it in the microwave for 10 seconds, and that softens it just fine. And then we were good to go with that box, the large box of vanilla pudding, because
Yeah, I didn't really, you weren't sure.
no, at the store, Kevin wasn't in here while I was making them, and at the store, it's like, okay, there's a smaller box, but then there's a bigger box, and Kevin was like, go ahead and get the bigger box, because, you know.
I would say it needed it.
Yeah, and it did. That was the right size to buy. So I was kind of worried about the recipe because of those things. But this is one of those Facebook recipes. I have no idea who wrote it or anything about it, but it turned out great.
Yeah, worked good.
Yeah. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you've ever made it before, you'll have to let us know what you thought. And thanks for watching.